Hi, and welcome to Crypto Crazy. I'm Cal, and today I'm going to talk to you about Alien Worlds. Now, this is the biggest game on the blockchain at the moment, and it's absolutely exploding in size with more and more users using it on a daily basis and the total users growing at a very fast rate. So in this video, I'm just going to go into details about what it is and why it's so big, and also talk about the coin that it uses, TLM, Trilium, which can be gained through playing the game and sold as well. So let's just have a look at the price. So it's at 550. It says it's gone down a little bit today. The market cap you're probably looking at, and it is very large. So it's, well, in comparison to most of the videos that I do generally bring on this channel, which is usually much smaller than that, but it's at $686 million at the moment. However, I think it's going to get larger, especially as it's going to be listed on Binance. So let's just have a look at what the chart has done in the last just over a week or so. It's gone up around about threefold, and at the moment it can be purchased on mxc.com and Dodo as well. However, it's been introduced through the Binance Launchpad. So it was the 19th project on there, and they introduced it into their farming pools, as you can see here, on the 7th of this month. And it says here it will be included in the innovation zone, and they've got a countdown on their website at 6 a.m. UTC. That is tomorrow from the point that I'm recording this. It's about 15 hours away, and trading will be open for BTC, BUSD, and USDT. So those pairs as well. So let's just have a look and see what this does. Having an initial look at the website, it doesn't give too much away in terms of the playability and what it involves. And just before I do go into the website detail by detail, I just want to show you the blueprint. So this blueprint just shows the construction of what is within the game. And just to give you an overview, as it says Alien Worlds, there are these many worlds, and in actual fact they've just introduced a new world called Planet Binance as well. Quite interesting because they are partnering with Binance about that. But there's all these worlds, and within them everything is unique. So everything is an NFT, a non-fungible token, and you use that to mine this Trilium and also to build as well. And it's very much an interaction with multiple players building worlds, and there's going to be a lot more as well. So I'll mention that to you as well. So here it talks about membership of Planet, staking, treasury. It's talking about NFTs on Wax, and Wax is very much into the gaming and skins as well. NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain, and just have a look at this as well. So you can get land, you can rent that out to people to build and so on. You have avatars, tools, weapons, minions, artifacts. There is a lot, and it talks about the NFTs as well, the rarity of it, the shininess. So it's quite a complex world, and it talks about the Trilium here as well, and the token contract on the various chains that it does use as well, Ethereum, Wax, and BSC. So that's just to kind of give you an idea of how this world is constructed. They have the DAOs as well, and you can be part of these DAOs, and you have these various core games as well. I'll add a link into this. I think it's very interesting to go into more detail exactly of what this is all about. But just going back to the homepage, and it's talking about it's the largest gaming DApp on earth. This is the countdown to what I was talking about, the Binance Innovation Zone. Very exciting, I think. I think that's going to push up the price even more. And it will give you the statistics here. It's talking about 10 billion staked in Binance Launchpad as well, and that's locked up liquidity. Now I just want to quickly go back to this, and that's very much because only 1% of the total tokens are in circulating supply. And because it's gone up to that market cap, then that gives the rest of the 99% a valuation of 10 billion. So there's a big proportion of that locked up as well. So that's why it says 10 billion locked up in liquidity. So as it says here, the number of active miners, and that's what they call the players involved in there as well, because they're within the game and they're mining this Trilium, because they're exploring these worlds and they're interacting with others as well. But just have a look, having a look at the average, it's around about 6,000 to 7,000. And it says in the last 1 hour, so that's a lot of people who are online. And if you have a look at the total miners or the total players, it's getting close to 180,000, and I think it's going to grow with the roadmap that they have as well. I think the roadmap is very exciting, so definitely worth having a look at that, which I will do in a moment. It's looking at the community, a large community, but you can just see that from the players as well. This is what I was talking about, the new planet Binance. So each planet is unique. It's like actually going to a new planet. This is set in the future in 2055, if I believe, if I remember correctly, and it's very much just about exploring, and the same way you would do in a world. You can mine, you can build, you can do various things as well. So they've got these trailers that you can kind of click on and see what it's going to be like as well. But it's a very, very interesting game. As it says here, your DeFi, metaverse, NFTs, Trilium, very sort of current things as well, especially using these NFTs. So we just go down here, and as I mentioned, all the various things you can get in there as well. The Trilium that you can buy, you can get, and you can then sell. It goes into details of how this is all constructed, the game creators, who they're working with as well, the partners, as I mentioned. Binance, I think, is a great partner that they have as well. But as you can see, quite a few there. And here we're talking about the roadmap. So all of the things they've done at the moment, and I think they've done a great deal to get this off the ground. They talk about the near term, what the plans they have there as well, talking about the Binance as well. But then here, when it's coming soon, the Thunder Dome opens and battles can commence again. I think that's going to be a great part of this, where you can get more weapons and armors, and you can really compete. And I imagine it will be for Trilium, and I think that's going to be a very interesting part. So not only the whole exploring and these worlds and creating on those worlds and building, but then at the same time there will be this combat element of it as well, and missions as well, how it says as well. So then it's all about heroes and minions, packs and fighting functionality, and they're really enhancing the functionality to grow it as a game. Avatar enhancements, certain collectibles are NFTs, and I think they're going to carry on growing in terms of the worlds as well that you can go and explore. There'd be multiple within the galaxy, so very exciting things there that are happening within there. Here this is a article on Binance, and again it goes into a bit more detail as to certain things you can do. So the token allows you planet governance, you can make certain decisions and so on. You can have staking, you can use it as in-game currency, so if you want to buy certain things as well, you can use it for that. Gameplay incentives, so you can actually have certain incentives for which you get the Trilium token as well. And you can purchase NFTs. Like I mentioned, there's various things that you can purchase on there. One of them being, like I mentioned, the avatars, the weapons, and so on. So it's a very whole game. There's so much going on in there, and I think that's what kind of makes it very, very exciting. So that is very much the coin Alien Worlds. I think, like I mentioned, it's going to grow now. I know some people are probably looking at it and thinking that market cap is very large, and I think there's going to be two things about that. Very much, it's going to be the case of once it is released onto Binance, I think there's going to be certainly a lot more demand. This game will carry on growing, I think, a great deal too. I think there's going to be more people getting involved in it too. It's been the biggest game on the blockchain for the last couple of months, and since then, as I showed you in the graph, it's gone from strength to strength. I also think as people do get more of the supply through the game Trilium, it will be released into the market cap, which will liquidate it somewhat, but I think it will continue to go up. So there you have it. That is Alien Worlds. I think it's a fantastic game. I think they could certainly show a lot more on their website as to what it's like, but I think it just goes to show with 180,000 players and just people being active in it on a constant basis, like I was saying, 6,000 to 7,000 in an hour, just goes to show how well the playability is. And I think as people do grow and they start to become part of these DAOs, these decentralized autonomous organizations within this game, and they create and they can earn more Trilium as well, and then use it to construct their world in a way in which they can earn even more, and then they can sell it at a price as well of $5. That's the price now, but I think that will lead to more and more people being attracted to it, and it will continue to grow. I think this is going to be one of those games that will be absolutely massive. So there you go. That's Alien Worlds. I hope you found that interesting and informative. I think a lot of people have seen this around, and it's being mentioned as this amazing game, and I think it's worth bringing to you more details of what this game actually is. I think it's worth trying it out. Who knows, you may enjoy it. It may be something that you get into and start mining Trillium as well. But as I said, I think this is going to carry on growing. It's going to get more and more players. I think it has scope to get into the millions as well in terms of active users. And like I mentioned, the more that they build, the more that it gets adopted, the more and more people will get into it too. So I think not only is it a good project, but certainly I think the price will go up for it too. So there you go. That's Alien Worlds. Like I said, if you have enjoyed that, if you have found it informative, please do give me a like. It does help the channel a great deal. Please do consider subscribing. I generally try to bring new coins that I think have value to you, that I think are good projects and will continue to grow or certainly add to the world of cryptocurrencies and blockchain in a meaningful way. But today I thought I would bring you this in terms of Alien Worlds because I do think it's very, very fascinating. So that's Alien Worlds. I've been Cal. This is Crypto Crazy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.